Welcome to MBCC and thank you for your interest in the Mobile Crane Operator Training Program. My name is Kyle O'Shea, and as manager in our professional and part-time learning department, I am proud to lead the Mobile Crane Operator Program. By choosing MBCC for your pre-employment operator training needs, you'll be exposed to highly qualified subject matter experts and instructors with years of operator and safety experience. The program format is a mix of theory, simulation, and practical training components. It is our goal to prepare students to leave the program and hit the ground running with the knowledge, tools, and skills needed to be successful in the heavy construction trades. With valued industry partners like the New Brunswick Road Builders and Heavy Construction Association, we are proud to work with their members and employers in the heavy construction industry to provide qualified operators for their labor market needs. The program is 14 weeks in duration, and the training occurs at MBCC Miramichi campus. Class size varies from 6 to 12 students per delivery, and the tuition is $13,950. Students spend the first 7 weeks on theory, simulation, and practical training at the campus before heading out to practicum hosts for experiential learning in the industry for 4 weeks. After the practicum, students come back to the campus for more practical training and to evaluate the progress of working with their practicum hosts. These final 3 weeks are also used to review and prepare for the final exam and the Block 1 exam with apprenticeship. Students will need to incur the additional costs for mandatory personal protective equipment required for the practical training. These items include CSA-approved steel-toed boots, hard hat, safety vest, and protective eyewear. Be mindful as well that a rain suit and appropriate outerwear, such as coveralls, may also be required for work outside in the elements at the worksite. The Mobile Crane Operator Program is a certificate program. Upon completion, graduates will receive an NBCC certificate and can attend the official graduation ceremony in June. Additionally, students will receive a transcript of marks, operator wallet card, first aid certificate, transportation of dangerous goods wallet card, and WEMA safety wallet card. During the first 7 weeks, students will learn various competencies, such as calculating load capacities using load charts, calculate additions and deductions involved in lifting operations, calculate load dynamics, and differentiate between various crane power systems, just to name a few. It is beneficial to have a foundation in basic math skills for this program. Students will also practice various exercises on the simulators with respect to mobile rough terrain cranes, crawler cranes, luffing tower cranes, and flat top tower cranes. During the practical training, students will learn how to perform safety inspections on common rigging hardware and equipment, manipulate crane controls to smoothly maneuver a load, assemble and disassemble various crane attachments and components, perform a blind lift under the direction of one or more signal people, conduct safety inspections, differentiate between preventive maintenance inspections and compliance inspections, and operate and control a crane. With respect to career opportunities, mobile crane operators can expect to find employment in the heavy construction industry with the construction companies, at shipbuilding and railway yards, at surface mines, scrap yards, cargo handling companies, trucking firms, or other industrial sites. After students achieve their Block 1, the average starting wage is $18 per hour. Depending on experience, job role, and certifications earned, the wage would range anywhere from $25 per hour to $40 per hour for Red Seal certified operators. Before discussing the program outcomes, admission requirements, and application process, I would like to show a short video depicting an overview of the Mobile Crane Operator Program here at MBCC Miramichi.
I'm David Taylor, and I'm the crane instructor here for NBCC in Miramichi. There's different things that you have to know in order to be able to run a crane, because you have to know what your load weighs and where you're going to set your load, how it's going to affect the crane, what your crane's capable of doing, and prepares them to do the load charts so they can tell whether they can lift the load that they're going to lift or not. You have to know where to put that load. You have to set it down in place. It's controlling the hook is what it's called. So they have a pin hanging on the end of the cable, and you try and set it in that pipe sticking up, and that shows that you can control the crane. You know where your load's going to go, and it works basically the same if you have a load hooked on. And we give the students basic math, and they get a chance to run the crane, and they Go out on a work practicum for 4 weeks, and they have a chance to do some rigging, and usually the crane companies will give them time in the crane. When they graduate from this course, they have their block 1 in the apprenticeship program, which consists of 3 blocks when they get their red seal. When you get out, you have your block 1, you got an understanding of the apprenticeship program, and you can follow right through with it.
I took the pre-employment course in hopes that I'd be able to brush up on some of the math that maybe I'd be lacking as an older fella coming from school 25 years ago, and just wanted to make sure that I would be able to succeed at this on my practicum. Went anywhere from working in a sawmill lifting chains out of a conveyor system, or a 100,000-pound transformer with MB power.
You work on the ports where they load boats, and they have different pipe manifolds, and work in the refineries a lot where they have to put different things together. They have shutdowns in refineries, lift a lot of pipes, they call them spools, and you lift vessels, and some of those vessels are upwards of 200,000 pounds. You have to be a self-motivated person in order to progress into the trade and find work, and you have to be self-motivated to be a good worker.
The ultimate goal of the Mobile Crane Operator Training Program is to prepare students to pass the Block 1 apprenticeship exam for this trade. As well, students will attain the following learning competencies: control the operation of equipment and systems, monitor gauges, dials, and all other indicators to ensure machine is operating properly, troubleshoot potential operation problems, select proper tools for repairing machine parts or systems, apply WorkSafe NB safety standards at all times, use critical thinking and problem-solving skills in carrying out rigging and hoisting tasks, manage time and tasks effectively, communicate effectively, use the appropriate level of numeracy skills in calculating load capacity, work within established guidelines and standards for the transportation of dangerous goods, assemble and disassemble telescopic and lattice booms, carry out scheduled maintenance on equipment as required, operate cranes and mechanical boom and cable to lift and move materials, machines, or products in many directions safely and strategically. After passing the MBCC final exam, students will write the Block 1 exam with apprenticeship before leaving the program. After successful completion, students enter the workforce and begin their journey towards Red Seal certification. For more information with respect to Red Seal certification, please contact apprenticeship at 506-453-2260 or check out their website. Admission requirements are high school diploma or adult high school diploma, GED diploma, or high school equivalency. Note, a foundation in basic math skills is important for this trade. The application process starts with making contact with us to start the application. Qualified candidates will then receive a conditional acceptance letter which outlines training dates, tuition costs, textbook costs, and other incidental equipment that is needed. The student will then pay a seat confirmation fee of $300 to secure a seat in the program. It should be noted that tuition is required on the first day of training unless the student is receiving funding assistance, in which we will need a copy of the funding letter. Financial options are then provided to the student. The student would then contact our office when they are ready to submit their application and pay the fee deposit. An acceptance letter is issued at that time. Remember, if the student is applying for funding, we'll need a copy of the funding letters from the appropriate agency. Our contact info is loisann.gregan@mbcc.ca, or you can give us a call at 506-778-6054. Why choose MBCC? We are the trainer of choice for trade-related training in New Brunswick. We care about our students and their future success. We offer an inclusive and compassionate learning environment. We are community-minded, and we are a major contributor to labor market needs. We provide flexible learning options for multiple pathways. We offer cost-effective training solutions that lead to careers. As a matter of fact, 89% of 2018 graduates were employed within 1 year. And because college works. Thank you, and we hope to see you in our next delivery of Mobile Crane Operator.